Okay, my dear students, here we are in the last part of the video, and in this video we will see the code for search. Okay. So, here I am going to write on click search. Okay. So, I am going to generate the method. When I click on this method, when I click on this button, the code should search for the data and it should display. Okay. So, according to the question, so when search button is clicked, corresponding to the student ID, marks and grade should be displayed in the toast. Okay, displayed in the toast. So, as I mentioned in my previous video that search is entirely different. So, we are going to write the code now. So, now here when we are searching, what are the things we need? We need to read only student ID. Student ID is enough, right? Student ID is enough. So, and when we are reading student ID, then we need the validation for student ID, right? So, I will read student ID and then I will write the validation for student ID. Already it is there. So, I am just reusing by copy pasting, so that I can minimize the video length. Okay. So, here we are reading, now it is entirely different. So, the main thing is open or create database is going to remain same. Okay. So, I will copy these two lines here. Okay. So, opening the database and creating the database is going to remain same, and query. So, here is the query, as I told you, query is the heart of the database operation. So, we have to write a query to bring the data. Now, what makes difference between the search and the other three operations like save, delete and update? As I have mentioned that search is entirely different, because insert, delete, update, in these three operations the data is going from my program to the database. You understand? Now, in this search, data is coming from database to my program, it is a reverse, right. So, here we have to manage many things. So, for bringing the data, what is the query? Select what? Mark, because already we have the SID. So, mark and then comma grade, okay, from student 01, right. Where? Now, we have to write where, because based on the condition, right. So, I will write here plus, and that is SID and then plus double quote and then single quote, right. This is the query. Now, we do not have execute query now, we have to take the help of one more new mechanism, that is called as cursor. So, I will say just see here, see, then I write db dot raw query, we have to use the raw query, then in this we have to pass two values, you can see string SQL. So, I am going to pass here SQL query, and then second one, what I am going to pass? Selection arguments. So, I do not want to pass any selection argument, just I will make it nil, okay, null. Then this is the execution. Now, we have the all the data in the cursor C. Now, I have to find out. Now, once I receive data, it is my duty to make sure that whether it contains data or not. For example, I am searching for student number 01, maybe I do not have any student with the ID 01. So, we have to find out C dot get count. If get count is less than 1, then it should tell something, isn't it. So, I will write here toast dot make text and then the context, and here I say no record found, okay, no record found, then toast dot length long dot show, then after return, isn't it. So, here we have, so the code, and then if there is no record found, then it will return simply, otherwise it will execute these lines of code here, okay, these lines of code. Now, here I am going to write. So, when we receive, we have to store, right, we have to store what are the values we are receiving. Mark equal to C dot the method is get string, C dot get string, as I have mentioned in my previous videos, that whatever we are reading, that is going to be string. So, here in the C also whatever we are getting, that is going to be string. So, C dot get column, okay, it is like C dot get column index, get column index. So, here we have get column index. So, it is giving error. So, what we have to do, we have to typecast here, we have to typecast int, because it is going to be integer type. Okay. Then here we have to pass some arguments. What is that argument? What we are getting? Mark. Mark, what is that mark? I have to write mark here. Mark means the name of the field. When I am creating the table, what are the field names I have provided, that we have to remember. So, you see here, when I am creating the table, my table field name is SID, and then mark, and then grade, right. So, it should exactly match. So, mark now. So, same thing we have to write, because we have to bring out the value from the table which is matching this, ID, and which where the marks of student is stored. So, I am going to bring this one. So, mark is khalas, and then grade. Okay. So, here grade. So, reading 2 over. So, once I read, then I have to display, right. Then I have to display them. Where I am going to display? According to the toast, according to the toast. So, I have to display toast dot make text, then the context, okay. Then what we have? We have to display, okay, I am going to display what? First one, student ID, right. So, SID. So, I will make 1 plus, and then I will make double quote new line, so that I will display in the new line. So, plus and then mark, not SID, I am going to display mark, right, mark, and then grade. So, grade, then toast dot length long, and then dot show. So, this is how I am going to bring. Now, let me run. So, here I am running the application. So, I think I have 1 2 3, yes, 1 2 3 search. See, we did the same mistake, that what is the student 01 where SID equals, okay. Then here, okay, there was a small error. So, I missed this, I did not enter, I did not type equal sign. So, that was the error. So, let us execute and check it. So, I have data, that is 24, yes, 1 2 3 4, and then search. When we search, you will see 66 and then B. So, that is the grade, right. So, that is the answer for scenario. But now, here in this one, I would like to add one more thing, that if I want to display instead of toast, if I want to display the things on the alert dialog, okay, then how we will display. So, for that one, okay, we have to declare one alert dialog builder. So, I will declare one new alert dialog, okay. So, alert dialog builder, and then here I am going to pass only this, okay. Then we have to pass certain properties like title, okay, set title. So, I am going to set the title, I just say info, okay. Then builder, okay, dot set message, okay, set message. So, what I am going to display here? I am going to display mark, then plus new line, okay, I will make a new line here, and then grade, okay. So, I am going to display here grade, and then I will make this one as set cancelable equal to true, okay. Then I am going to display this, okay, builder. Now, let me run. So, instead of toast, this time I am displaying in the 24, yes, 1 2 3 4. Now, you see search. Now, you see that the data is appearing in the alert dialog. So, this is the title, this is the mark, and this is the grade. So, this is how we can display. Why? What is the main difference between displaying on the alert dialog and the toast? So, toast will disappear after few seconds, but alert dialog until unless we click outside, right. So, search, you see it will appear. So, that is it for this scenario. We will see the more videos on the upcoming scenarios.